All of these microphones are below $100. We're gonna compare all of them and we'll start with the Razer Seiren V3 Mini. Now it does come with a stand. You can connect it to a microphone arm if you want. So I just looked it up on Amazon. It is definitely not the most popular microphone out of all of them, but it has a very high rating and that's why it intrigued me so much to test this version. So this is a test of the Razer Seiren V3 Mini. I expect it to perform a bit less than the other microphones when standing on your desk, mainly because it's so small and it's so far from your mouth, but maybe it's fine. And I'll move it closer to my mouth. This is what it will kind of sound like when it's on a microphone arm close to you. And on top there's also a mute button to mute your microphone, and you can also see the LED on the front going red whenever you mute the microphone. Next, we have the Samson Q2U. It clearly doesn't look like a gaming microphone. However, it is often recommended as a choice that you make when you don't really care about the looks and you want a studio quality podcasting microphone. You also don't really need a microphone arm because, well, the microphone is super tall. So if you want a boom arm for the looks, you can get it. But for the sound quality, it won't really matter. It is both USB-C and XLR. So if you have an audio interface, you can use the XLR. They even include an XLR cable and they also include a pop filter or windshield on the front here. Currently you can get this one for $70. You also have a mic jack, by the way, so if you want to plug your headset into this so you can monitor yourself without any lag, you can do that. So this is what a mic sounds like. I don't even need to hold it closer to my mouth to show you what a mic arm will do because it's the perfect distance. You can use a mic arm if you want to free up your desk, absolutely, but for the sound quality and performance, it is not needed. Alright, next I want to test the Fifine AmpliTank K688. It says on the box it's also an XLR and USB-C mic. This microphone is meant to be connected to a microphone arm. It does look very much like a podcasting and streaming mic. And so for this I will use the Fifine CS1 since that's the mic arm that you will get if you buy the kit. It comes with a clamp and then with the arm itself. I do see that it has a shock mount, which is great because that means that vibrations coming from the desk will not travel through the arm and to the mic because the shock mount. Now I do see some buttons on the back. So we do have a headphones monitoring jack as well. Then USB-C or XLR to connect it to your PC. This is the gain knob for the sensitivity of the microphone. And then this is the headphone monitoring volume. And then this is how you would use it on stream. Okay, test. I do like the sound. So this is from the front. This is from the side. It cancels a lot. Okay, and this is from the back. Currently you can get it for $54. It's available in black, pink and white. And then for $14 more you can get a kit with a microphone arm included. This one is also bought 3,000 times, so this is a really popular mic and this will look really clean in a white themed setup. Alright, the next microphone I want to test is the Blue Yeti Orb. I've never tested it, but I'm really curious to check it out and I'm not sure about this. It's weird with all the cloth all around. It looks like something to put in your living room, but on the bottom here it's the lightest stand I've ever seen. It's super bulky but empty plastic, and I mean it makes it feel a bit like a kid toy. You can connect it to a microphone arm with this if you want. Yeah, let's plug it in. So I just installed the software. This program is the Logitech G Hub, by the way, so it has a preset for equalizing, high pass filter, voice EQ. Like if you move the lows higher you will have a really deep voice. You will sound like pirate software. This is what he's doing with his voice. Maybe he does this as well. And then this. I worked at Blizzard. 8 years, yes. And you can absolutely change the effects, but you can do that with all of these microphones. Alright, the next microphone I want to test is the Sudotack ST800. If you're an OG of the channel, you will recognize this microphone kit. Whenever I add it to a video, people in the comments absolutely love this microphone. It seems to be too sensitive, so I'm gonna have to search it here. It shows up without a name, but the levels are set to 100. Let's just reduce this. Hello, test, test, test. It shows up as very loud in OBS, but I don't think it's speaking. I will talk closer into the microphone. It seems like it's doing some auto leveling because usually it should be peaking if I'm this close. Okay, so this is what it sounds like at a reasonable distance from my mouth. Of course, you can also achieve that with the other ones with effects, but out of the box, this one will probably sound the most warm and full, deep and all of that good stuff. Then next we have the Samson G-Track Pro. This is a very heavy microphone. It's also clearly the same brand as the one we've tested before, the Q2U. And I'm curious because I think in terms of pure sound quality, it's not gonna be worth paying more for this one. I think it's $99, while this one is about $79. But of course, you should not see them as the same microphones. Now, you can connect it to a microphone arm using this adapter that they include, but since the microphone is so big and it comes so high, it's not really necessary. Now, this mic is way more versatile than the other one from the same brand. And also for streaming, I'm just not sure if you need the versatility, but your use case might be different. But I'm very curious how it will sound. So it's at cardioid right now, which means that it will push down my voice right now. Also from the back, it will record way less than like this. But if I put it to figure 8, I think you will hear it reducing a bit from the side, but then when I go to the back, it will start recording fully again. So it fully records from 2 sides. And then if you put it to Omni, then it uses both, but then it sounds lower quality. So that's really in a group setting, but indeed, if you check it like this, it doesn't really make much difference where you record from. It just records everything around. This is a test on Omni. This is a test on figure 8. This is a test on cardioid. I really like the microphone. It is beefy. It looks super cool. It feels and looks like a quality product. It's also the most expensive one. It's $99. And if the sound quality of it just being on your desk to stream or to do YouTube is the only thing that matters to you, it's probably not going to be the best purchase purely on sound quality. But if any of the other features are interesting to you, then it might be an interesting product. I mean, I'm looking at the preview. That's a beefy mic. All right, next we have the cheapest microphone of them all, the Fifine K669B. I've used it in many setups because it's just one of the best options to buy if you want to pay the least amount of money for the best build quality and sound that you're gonna get for about $23. This microphone gives you crazy value for your money. There is a volume knob here on the top. You cannot mute with it, you cannot press it. The mic simply stands on your desk, plugs into your PC, it sends some sound, that's the only thing it does, but it does it very well for the price. Okay, now there is something very important I need to mention if you're even considering this mic, but I'll explain it while testing. Let's do a quick test first. So this is what it sounds like on your desk when it's leveled pretty correctly, and then I will reduce the gain so we can hold it close to our mouth. Okay, then this is kind of what it sounds like. It is time right now to listen to all the microphones back to back. I recorded tests with all of them, so I'm just gonna let them play and then I'm gonna let you decide for yourself which one you like best. This is a test of the Razer Seiren V3 Mini standing on my desk. This is a test of the Razer Seiren V3 Mini on a microphone arm. This is a keyboard typing test of the Razer Seiren V3 Mini while it's standing on my desk. And this is a typing test of the Razer Seiren V3 Mini while it's on a microphone arm. This is a test of the Samson Q2U standing on my desk. We don't have to test the microphone arm because it is already very close to my mouth. And then this is a keyboard typing test of the Samson Q2U while it's standing on my desk. This is a test of the Fifine K688 microphone together with the Fifine CS1 microphone arm. If you buy them as a kit, it's called the Fifine K688CT. And this microphone does not come with a stand, so you need a microphone arm, which is why we only test it like that. And then this is a keyboard typing test of the Fifine K688 on a microphone arm. This is what the Logitech YETI orb will sound like when it's standing in front of you on your desk. This is what it will sound like when it's on a boom arm close to your mouth. This is what it will sound like when it's standing on your desk and you're typing your keyboard while gaming without any AI noise reduction effects or anything like that. And this is a test of keyboard sounds in the background while the microphone is on a boom arm close to your mouth. This is a test of the Sudotack ST800 on a microphone arm. There is no point testing it without because it only comes as a kit. There is also a pop filter included in the box, but as long as you're not talking into the microphone and doing things like that, you're not gonna have a problem, and I just don't like the look of it hanging here. And then this is a test of the Sudotack ST800 while typing on my keyboard on my desk. This is a sound test of the Samson G-Track Pro while it's standing on my desk in front of me. And this is what it sounds like close to your mouth if it were on a boom arm. This is a test of typing my keyboard in the background while the Samson G-Track Pro is standing on my desk in front of me. And this is a keyboard typing test while the microphone is close to my mouth with the keyboard further away in the background. This is a sound test of the Fifine K669B while it's standing in front of me on my desk. And this is a test of the microphone when it's close to your mouth on a boom arm. And this is a test of the Fifine K669B while typing my keyboard in the background when it's on my desk. And this is a test of the Fifine K669B while the keyboard is being typed on in the back. And as a side note, the Fifine A6V sounds exactly the same as this microphone, so you can just know that if you buy that one, it will sound like this. It will just have RGB and a pop filter. As the absolute cheapest option, I think the K669B is amazing. It's $23, it sounds really good, it's built well. It's a no-brainer if you want below $30. Then the Sudotack I really wouldn't recommend, and if you want to spend $50, I would definitely spend about $63 or something for the Fifine K688. It looks like a studio microphone. It sounded really warm and full, but not in a bad way like the Sudotack mic. And another mic I also really liked is the Samson Q2U. It is still more expensive than the K688. It also doesn't look like a live streaming or gaming microphone, but I really love the pure sound quality performance of this. It is $79 though. But that's about my 3 favorites. I really think you can't go wrong with either of these 3. I will link everything mentioned in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I hope that I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day.